everyone, so for today's video, we're going to talk about managing and rewarding performance. So here's the nature of performance appraisal. First, you can't manage what you don't understand. Second, you don't understand what you don't measure. Third, what gets measured is what gets done. Fourth, what gets measured is what gets rewarded. And lastly, what gets rewarded is what gets repeated. Here are the common errors in the appraisal process. First, the halo error. It is an appraiser giving favorable ratings to all job duties based on impressive performance in just one job function. For example, a rater who hates tardiness rates a prompt subordinate high across all performance dimensions exclusively because of this one characteristic. Second, horn error. The opposite of a halo error, downgrading an employee across all performance dimensions exclusively because poor performance on one dimension. Third, first impression error, developing a negative or positive opinion of an employee early in the review period and allowing that to negatively or positively influence all later perception of performance. Next, recency error, the opposite of first impression error, allowing performance, either good or bad, at the end of the review period to play too large a role in determining an employee's rating through entire period. Next is leniency error, consistently rating someone higher than is deserved. Next is severity error, the opposite of leniency error, rating individuals consistently lower than is deserved. Next is central tendency error, avoiding extremes in rating across employees. Next is clone error, giving better ratings to individuals who are like the rater in behavior and/or personality. And lastly is spillover error, continuing to downgrade an employee for performance errors in prior ratings. There are three categories of appraisal formats: the ranking, rating, and essay. For the ranking format, the rater compares employees against each other. For the rating format, the rater evaluates employees on some absolute standard measured on a continuum scale. And lastly, for the essay format, rater answers open-ended questions in essay form describing employee performance. There are three types of ranking formats: the straight ranking, the alternation ranking, and paired comparison ranking. For the rating formats, there are two common elements. First, raters evaluate employees on some absolute standard. Second, each standard is measured on a scale in which performance variation is described along a continuum. There are also three types of descriptors: the adjectives, behaviors, and outcomes. We need to train raters in order to rate more accurately, and here are the three trainings that you can do. First, rater error trainings. The goal is to reduce psychometric errors by familiarizing raters with their existence. Second, performance dimension training. It exposes supervisors to performance dimensions used. And lastly, performance standard training. It provides raters with a standard or frame of reference for making appraisal. Here are the strategies to better understand and measure performance. First, clearly define job performance. Second, recognize definition of performance and its components is expanding. Third, improve appraisal formats. Fourth, select the right raters. Fifth, understand way raters process information and mistakes that may be made. And lastly, train raters to improve rating skills. Here is the process of performance appraisal. First, we need a sound basis for establishing performance appraisal dimensions and skills associated with each dimension. Second, we need to involve employees in every stage of developing performance dimensions and building skills. Third, we need to ensure raters are trained in use of appraisal systems and that all employees understand how system operates. Fourth, we need to ensure raters are motivated to rate accurately. Fifth, raters should maintain a diary of employee performance. And lastly, raters should attempt a performance diagnosis to determine if performance problem exists.